What are the pros and the cons of living in Dallas, Texas? That's one of the most common questions that I get from clients that are looking to move into the area. So if you're thinking about moving to Dallas or simply want to learn more about the city, this is a video for you. And please make sure to stay to the end because there's some cons that will not only surprise you, but can actually cost you money. Now, if we're just meeting, my name is Jaime Resendez. Welcome to the DFW Homeowner YouTube channel, where you'll find real estate information that no one else is sharing with you. All right, so let's dig in. To get from downtown Dallas to downtown Fort Worth, you're looking at about 40 minutes. Now, if you're trying to get to the international airport, that's about a 25-minute drive. Now, as a quick point of reference, that's not the only airport that exists. You also have the Dallas Love Airport, which is about a 15-minute drive from downtown Dallas. Now, one of the best things about Dallas is its location. Not just the location when it comes to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, because that's kind of a given. The rest of the surrounding cities revolve around Dallas and in some respect around Fort Worth as well. But I'm talking a bit more macro. I'm talking about how centrally located Dallas is across the entire United States. To get to the East Coast, you're talking about a couple of hours. To get to the West Coast, you're talking about a couple hours. It's so centrally located. You can get to most decent sized cities flying direct. And you can also fly direct to so many international destinations. Now, for point of reference, the DFW airport alone happens to be the second busiest airport in the world. Now, the ideal location that Dallas finds itself in also brings us to pro number 2, and that's the career opportunities available in Dallas. You have some of the biggest companies in the entire world that actually headquarter in Dallas, and there's a lot more coming this way from New York and from California. It really doesn't matter the industry or sector that we're talking about, Dallas has a strong presence in all of them. So it's not uncommon for you to start your career in Dallas and end it in Dallas because all of that vertical growth is within the city. And speaking of what's in the city itself, let's get to pro number 3, and that's the entertainment. You have every attraction that you can think of, every restaurant that you can think of, every shopping experience that you ever want in Dallas. You can go to the Arboretum, you can check out the Reunion Tower, head up the Perot Museum or the Dallas Museum of Art, go to the zoo, go to the aquarium, check out Clyde Warren Park, catch a Mavs game at the American Airlines Center. In other words, there's plenty of things going on in Dallas. And by the way, if you're finding value in this video, let me know that you're here by commenting Dallas down in the comment section, because now we need to talk about some of the downsides because they do exist. The first con that we have to address is the traffic. Yes, any big city, you are gonna deal with traffic, but let's take it one step beyond that. You have so many folks coming into the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex that are exacerbating that problem, because as more and more people continue to join the Metroplex, more and more people are coming into Dallas and are quickly outpacing the infrastructure that Dallas has. So go ahead and bake traffic right into the cake, because there's going to be a lot of people, there's going to be a lot of road work and a lot of construction of bridges trying to get people to flow a little bit better across the intersections. Now, another downside of Dallas is the public transportation. Although you will find a limited amount of rail and also a bus system, you're not going to have a robust public transportation that you can count on. The lack of public transportation is something that's very well documented, but to be fair to Dallas, it's not just a Dallas problem. It's more of a US problem as a whole. It's just not in our DNA, because there's really no decent comparison between a Dallas public transportation system and that of another major city in most places across the world. Now, another downside of Dallas is that it's becoming less and less affordable. The housing cost to stay within Dallas has gotten so high that several residents have needed to move out. So they'll move out to places like Mesquite, to Irving, Grand Prairie, and places that are not as expensive. Now, another downside of Dallas is the weather. This is something that I've taken for granted because I've lived here for so long, but a lot of the clients that move into the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex bring it up all of the time. In the summer, it's going to be hot as heck, and in the winter, it's going to get cold. But it's not necessarily the cold that becomes the issue. It's more of the lack of preparedness that we have whenever we have snow or whenever we get ice, which does happen. If we get any amount of snow, consider the schools closed for a couple of days. We're just not that type of people. I understand that if you live up in the north and you get feet of snow, you're still going to school, but we're not. Now, overall, the reason that so many of our clients end up going with Dallas over all the other cities is because of the ideal location, the career opportunities, and the entertainment. So if Dallas has piqued your interest and you want to learn more about the city all the way back to when it was founded, check out this video right here. Or if you're ready to check out some real estate in Dallas, check out our list of preferred homes linked down in the description.